Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you a review of Cartier Pasha. And Cartier Pasha, this is from the early 90s Cartier Pasha, but still looks nice. But I have one major thing to say about it that I don't like. First, firstly because it is a luxury watch, and in a luxury watch, this is something that shouldn't supposed to happen. And does this take away from the watch? Well, it kind of does, because I know it's there. And Federico talks watches. Federico did a video about the same topic, and his video is "Shame on You, Cartier," and where he talks about it because he noticed that in the modern Cartiers as well. So this is not the case just in the older types from the 90s Cartiers, but even today, according to him, it's going on. So stay tuned, and today I'm gonna show you the Cartier Pasha that looks really nice, by the way, from the early 90s, and we're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna tell you what I do not like about it. So today's first watch check, got my Breitling Crosswind, which is just beautiful watch, and I really do enjoy this one. So here it is, guys, and Cartier, when you say Cartier, it means luxury to me, and whatever it is, my favorite personal Cartier watch is the Tank. I like Santos and Ballon de Bleu. However, this is Cartier Pasha, and until I haven't handled it, I didn't like it, I have to admit. And as the case with many watches, you should never judge the watch until you have it, on your wrist, till you inspect it, see it in person. And this one wasn't a fan until I saw it, and it's a really oddly shaped watch, and this is from the 90s, so it's not too big, and it, of course, it has that Cartier signature styling, and I like that about Cartier. Cartier doesn't just follow the route of the normal watch companies. They are trying to design, and they put a lot of effort into design, and whatever watch they design, even the Cartier Roadster, which is Cartier Roadster Chrono, that looks kind of ridiculous, but when you put it on the wrist, it works. And this one too, it works. When you put it on your wrist, it works. And they obviously spend a lot of time thinking it through, designing it, and everything else. And regarding, I already mentioned, this watch has a plastic movement spacer, and regarding that, it still feels like a luxury watch. However, I think the Federico is on point, and luxury watch brands should not cut the corners. I think they have high margins enough, so they shouldn't cut corners and put in plastic spacers. And here's a couple of photos just to prove it. And you can see it doesn't feel good. This is a ETA based watch. This is a moment based on ETA. However, what the accent on this watch is on fit and finish. And even though this is a used watch, you can see it has a beautiful dial, beautiful. I forgot what its name, but they a little crown here with that jewel inside. So nicely done. The case back is screwed in with the I don't know how many, but they are all individual screws, and I had the pleasure of opening them and checking out the movement. But for me here, the biggest thing is the dial. I like it, the dial, and the the watch feels weird and the watch feels weird, but when you put it on the wrist, somehow it works. And that's where the Cartier and the design is really what makes them so special. And Cartier is a brand that's a synonym for luxury, and this watch is definitely done well, even though it's from the 90s. And you know what Rolex bracelets were in the 90s, and this one's really better than those. And I just want to emphasize, Cartier is their fashion house, and they do a lot of stuff. And when they do a watch, it's something that's really unique, and you won't see a homage in the Cartier range. And something you see, it's really unique, and it's a statement by itself. And when you see someone wearing a Cartier watch, it's a statement, and it says a lot about your style, about the style of the person who wears it. And that's why I like Cartier, and I can forgive them a couple of plastic spacers here and there, because they are really cool watches. And on second-hand market, they're even better buys, because I wouldn't really pay the high retail price for them, because simply because you can find them. If you are smart and frugal, if you don't care, if you have money to burn, power to you. You can buy yourself a brand new, but the better. But if you're smart and frugal and need to, you worry about money, then on the second-hand market, if you're like one cool YouTuber used to say, if you're working class, if you have class and you work for a living, then it's a really classy watch for you. And it tells a lot about your style, and especially if you like to be someone who's seen as a classy dude who likes to wear some fancy clothes, nice suits and whatnot. Not just suits. If you are a fan of Real Man Real Style or Alpha M Project, YouTube style channels, if you're wearing double monk straps, if you're wearing a nice polo shirt, then I think it's only right for you to wear a Cartier.